I gotta get in. You hating cause I told no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the red, on the reds, watch out.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Houston.
Set, 19. Oh, yeah. That's it, enough. Here we go again. Watch that
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 18-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now it's Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Set. 10-2 stop. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 52. Mike 52. Five.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, wahoo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 18 Gator. X3. 218. Chopper. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. There's a party now. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, Haywood. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 57. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ricky. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Come on, D.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready? 52. You ain't going nowhere. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second and 3. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back and into the end zone for 2 points. And with that, amazingly, they'll reclaim the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Check it out, Reed. Shit. 6 guys and a block.
On second and inches. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We're set. 19. Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Get it, boy! Get it, boy!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
60 out now. Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 50
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Mike. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. Here we go, D.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. Go. Mike, check. 59. Switch up. Mike's 59. Big grip.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Check. Lucky. 22 jet bomber. Hey. High 7. 31's the right. Watch the pass. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's a baby sock. Bravo. 52.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 27 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Texans 15. Jaguars 9. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Mike 41. Mike 41. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Kill. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twins. Under 10. 10. Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
90, we own them.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Right back to him on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
50 seconds to Mike. Not here. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, Charlie. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, defense, let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He sets to fire deep. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Right there, 56. I'm here all day. 39. Out. Hatchet.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
85 is coming. 85 is coming. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Looking to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Play 56.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Hey, we got to snap it.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You. At 25, that's it. 25 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing now, Watson. That's going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play.